full of cash, that's that bag talk. Calculator, do the math, that's that bag talk. 450 for a pair, that's that bag walk. My conversation's different, that's cause I bag talk. Bag talk, boss talk. Balenciaga's just to step in, I go on boss walk. Commencing the conversation on plays all day. NBA, bitch, ball home. E16, it come clean, dog food and it's all raw. Hands dirty, running hundreds, box shit, I'm southpaw. Dead people on top your head to get your top off. Fake shit, round my way.
You about to talk some shit.
Like knockoff. Roll the dice, play with your life, get burned just like hot sauce. Still addicted to the way the kitchen smell and it boil like hot dogs. For that paper, commas get put at the end of a sentence, period.
No snitching.
Put an L at the end of my sentence, nigga, period.
No snitching.
Put an L at the end of my sentence, nigga, period.
Hey, you heard what I said, man. You know where we at. Listen. It's the Me Personal Podcast. It's Bread Bad with 3G's Jones. Before I go any further, you know I gotta say this, right? It's like scripted. Hit that like button. Hit that hit the subscribe button. And you gotta hit that bing. You gotta hit that bing. Feel me? Cause you wanna be notified when I pop my head. And we ain't gonna hold your head. That song called Bang Talk, right? And I hope y'all listen to the wordplay, right? That's what we got. We got a new segment, right? We got a segment where we trying, and it's about to go crazy. Cause just before we even turned the camera on, right, man, we was already building. So the vibrations already in the building. So this is a new segment, right? It's the first and first called Boss Talk. Feel me? Where we put bosses on here. It don't matter what. You could be a 14-year-old boss. You could be a 13-year-old, 40-year-old, 80-year-old, 90-year-old. Man, listen, a boss is a boss, man. And we gonna talk. Cause without further ado, right, she gotta introduce herself. So you know what I mean? I'm gonna let y'all, man, the queen, OG queen, that's what I call her.
It's a red with 2 D's.
Where can they find you?
Jessica Benton on Facebook. Humble Up 12 on Instagram.
It's gonna be down there at the bottom, man. Well, listen, cause look, I had put this is how we came across each other, right? You're gonna get the know and all that, but I gotta tell you why I came up with this segment, right? Because it was cause of her for real. Cause I think I forgot I had made a statement or a stat, and it was crazy because she had said something, and it was the feedback from my end, her end, people. I'm like, damn, that'll be dope, man. And I had to bring her on, man. I had to. Boss talks, females, like period, females. And not just in, I don't know, back in the day when they was washing clothes and all that now, but nowadays, man, women is just immaculate hustlers. They outdo the men for sure. So that's what we popping on today, but we also building on levels where, you know, for women and growth. We do this shit for growth. We ain't just sitting here, oh yeah, women out, we ain't bashing men, we ain't bashing women, but after this segment, shit, I hope you get on your job. Period.
Definitely.
Period. So, you know, without further ado, man, let's get into it. So look, that's what we want to know, right? Where you from originally? You know, I know, but
right, okay.
I know they want to know.
I'm really from Forest Park.
Period.
I moved downtown when I was 17, down the way.
DT.
USA. I learned suburban and I learned like trials and tribulations era. Okay. So it's like, I'm built for it.
Period. Boss shit.
Yeah.
I'll talk about it. Speak up a little bit.
Maybe I'll just pull up.
You good?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love my Forest Parkians though.
So what's your like your background? I could tell like you already had that mentality growing up. It's just boss shit. Period. Mm-hmm. Was it installed in you through your parents?
No, I had the best parents in the whole wide world. Like, you know, you have the average black parent where
like the mom and dad home.
Yeah, no, like where the mom and then the dad, but it's a co-parent is a hell of a co-parent. Ooh. Like I was there on weekends doing this and that.
That's live.
I was supposed to be a lawyer. That's what I wanted to be.
Wow.
You know, like you growing up when you just what you want. I debate so much. My mom was like,
wow.
You debate so much, your ass need to go to law school, this and that. So it was in tune to me.
That's live.
So then I just got a glimpse of downtown. My sister had moved to Laura Homes. We all down there on the weekends. I'm 14, like, oh, when I get a little older, I'm leaving. I'm getting emancipated. I'm moving this and that. Just thinking of all the shit I knew I couldn't do. So like it just started to the point when I got older, I was like the 11th grade, I was like, I'm going to school downtown. I'm moving in with my cousin. I went back home another year, My 12th year, I moved right back. It was over. Like, I ain't going back up there. This is what I want to see because I felt like I was more advanced.
Right.
I'm coming like, they doing this.
Right.
What?
Right. You already
It was on.
Right.
Like, so it was just different. The school and everything, it was just like I was more advanced because it was like they taught us grades up.
So when you said you wanted to be a lawyer, right? Like, why that? Just watching it, or?
I always debate.
I'm talking about besides that, you a good liar?
No, not as far as a good liar.
They say lawyers good liars.
Not as far as a good liar, but it's like the truth shall set you free. You feel me? Like, that's the lawyer I am. Like whether you guilty or not, the truth gonna set you free. Right. But I'm fighting for your rights. Because somewhere it was violated. It don't gotta be just the lie you told, but it's somewhere else this kink gonna get you up out of here.
So when you say like coming from Forest Park, right? Because honestly, I know that we know that like people don't know, right? Forest Park is considered so-called the suburbs. Back then, but then like down the way. That's like them very two transitions.
It wasn't no sleep. At home, I had to go to sleep at 9:30. Damn. When I got downtown, I was like, I'm going to Big Louie's. I'm going to the all night at the Regal. Then start seeing boys like, oh, I'm like, it wasn't even. And you know, like with some women, the chains and all this enlighten you. No, it was just like, I'm seeing boys. They fine. They cute. It's on. I don't want what they got.
That's lying.
Something they got, but not that. Right. That wasn't my mind frame of me seeing these guys with that.
Right. So speaking of mind frame, right? Like I know you be on your boss shit. Where you get it from though? Like when you promote that shit, because that's what I get from you, from your stats, from your posture, your aura. I don't feel no lame energy from you. Go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
I got it from my brother. Self. You probably know him, Self the God.
Yeah, I think I do know, bro.
Yeah, like the guy, like I was around him like at a young age, like on weekends, like when I go downtown, I'm going to his mama house. That's like my mama, like because we got the same father. Like and my sister's like I said, it was coincide.
Dropping jewels though.
Like this is what I know I can do. This is what I can do. Right. So when I got it together, and I just being around him, his homeboys, it was just like. We sat in his house, they kicking and chilling, doing whatever. I'm the only female. I'm sitting back like this little. Everybody come in, little sis, give me 10s, 40s, 50s. You know, dice games. I'm like, it's on. So it's just like he would always tell me like the do's and don'ts, lights and trials and tribulations. Like don't fuck up and do what I did going in and out of prison. He just everything he taught me, but it's like I ain't listened the first round. Right. But it was like he instilled that in me, like the jewels, the real, like he just
the hustle. He put the hustle in you too.
Yes, because being around Because it was like, I started doing what I wasn't supposed to, hella shit, like getting a gang. I'm getting money, like at a young age, but not knowing I should have been saving. Like I would have hit $1 million too by now.
Man.
Like it was just like, you think of all that. I remember one day I was like 19. I'm sitting in my room like, if I have a baby at this age, when I get 40, my baby gonna be 20. She gonna be, I'm putting through college, gonna be a better version of me, this and this and that.
Damn.
But I still was doing this, robbing Peter Pay Paul.
At 19.
At 19, like I hit my daughter when I was a month from being 21.
Robert Peter, I love that.
So
man.
It was like, and not as far as I'm like that, as far as I'm doing this to do this, but I ain't doing it for that. Right. I ain't running out here just to look fine. Like I'm doing that anyway. Right. But I'm handling my business with my kids. Man. Like, and at the time I had, that was my first kid. You know, with your first kid, you get a lot of help. That second one, you gonna raise this one. This the parenting. We finna see what you was taught when you were young.
Yeah. Cause the first one is like, all right, I got you. Yeah, baby. Man, listen. You know what it is now, right?
Yes. The second one don't give a hell, though.
Damn, that's dope. So your hustle, big bro, man. Shouts out to Self the God too, man. Damn. So I already know, like a lot of people don't know, right? When you say trials and tribulations, they know, like you done been in prison.
Yeah, I did 2 years. I was 23. Ain't shit to be ashamed of. Real shit. Like chances make champions, and that's what I did. And I did the time, but when I got there, I literally 4 of my homegirls was right behind me. So we had different cases and different stuff going on in our life. We just was homegirls going out kicking it. Right. I look like I'm about to do all my time with these, but they getting boot camp. They denied me. I'm like, oh my God, but I met a whole bunch of people. When I first got there, my bunkie had been down 24 years. I'm crying like a motherfucker. I got 2 years, this and that. I ain't never did try my daughter 2 years old. She set up like, baby, I've been down 24. She said, I got an L. I go to the board next year, they gonna flop me another 5. I did 2 years. She got out 2016. I went to jail 2003.
Damn.
2004. She did. She beat her case. She was in there for murder. And they said she murdered her husband, but she beat the case with the Ohio Justice JCP people. Yeah. Tyra Patterson, shout out to my girl. We all free.
Man,
together.
Shouts out to Tyra Patterson.
Yeah.
Man,
yeah.
And that like them G-Walls real, right?
Yes.
Cause like and you a female, right? So like, man, I'm talking about like it's
everything.
different.
No,
it ain't no difference.
No,
it's the same way.
And the men prison is fags, and here's dykes. They getting down, they getting busy in front of you. They doing this like they selling. We making money. Like when I was in there, I ain't smoke, so I don't do that shit. So it was like I'm selling pouches, making kites, getting flat. I mean, I'm hustling like it never stopped. Cause like, look, like I was 22, and I'm like, it was a joke to me at first. Like I'm on a prison bus with my homegirls, like, girl, yeah, this and that. We sitting like niggas like on a chain gang, like riding through Columbus. Like when we get out, it's on this and that. Not realizing like, no, it ain't on.
Right,
You got a fat ass on your record. You doing this, you doing that. Like everything you try is gonna be a no for a second, cause it's like God is telling you like this ain't teaching no lesson. Cause I when I was on my way to prison on the bus, it wasn't a joke. It was just like whatever. When I got there and sat in that bed,
it really hit you.
And it was a room full of motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Like on TV, had the hard bitches with the dykes.
That shit real, right?
When I knew it was real, when I seen Deborah Brown. Remember Deborah Brown, Alta Coleman?
Yeah, damn.
She's still up there, got a gold in her mouth. Dory Terrell, my nigga Adrian. It was just like, you look up like, this is where all y'all been. What the hell? What the?
Wow.
It's real. It's
so
real.
that too. I know you learned. What you learned? What was the biggest lesson you learned though? Besides leaving, like what was the biggest lesson?
The biggest lesson I learned is appreciation, and what is it? Appreciating what you have. Because when I got in there, like I was getting continuous boxes. Everything that was going on, I was getting it. And there's people in there that was begging, ironing clothes, doing this like.
Don't got shit.
How you watch it on movies? That's how it is for real. Except it's your life.
It's your life. That's real.
Like when I was in there, I had wrote a book. It was called $1 Million Dreams, Federal Nightmares. I still ain't even finished it, but it was just like.
Oh, you gotta finish that.
And that's what my sister said. It was like, you got to. So
and promote it over here.
It's just like, you see it for what it is and it's for real. Like everything going on in y'all prison is going on in the women prison.
Man, damn,
Men messing with the COs, women over here messing with the COs, just doing this. Hustling. Yeah.
Now, we only did that, right? We about to get into what we gotta get to you guys. It's always the backstory, right? We gotta, cause that's her. That's the whole, we on this road to this hustle shit. Now we about to get into it, right? This is my big, right? This is a big misconception, right? Men only hustle for women. Like a lot of men, right, hustle for women. When I say that, right, I ain't saying that like, you know what I'm saying, right? Mm-hmm. But I want to try to, this is what I'm saying, right? The average man, right, they trying to shine for a woman. They trying to shit for a woman. They a tell for a woman. See what I'm saying? But, like, since I've been home, because I did 5, I saw like, damn, the roles changed. Like, the men became the women and the women became the men.
Yeah.
What?
And then you get mad when men be like, well, you ain't submissive. What am I submitting to? Another princess?
Another
you a cool ass bitch. Cool. You feel me? Like that's what you look like. That's what you want. How you want me to come at you?
That's dope, ain't it?
I mean, like that's.
I like that.
I'm very dominant, and I'm like, I got like a little aggression with me, but it's like it be no pun intended. But it's like I'm used to it, so I'm not perfect. I'm not showing. I'm not. What you see is what you get.
Right.
I might have on something for 10 years ago. You will see somebody like, oh, that's dope. This is from the Gap. Like you just dick riding for real.
Period.
Like just because, oh, real, what's up? I know.
Right.
I was in jail. Let me tell you the story. I'm gonna tell you the short story. I was in jail. This girl come up to me. She was like, your name Red? I said, yeah. Who wanna know? You know, I'm already on the fence. She's like, I'm persistent. I said, okay. I got my friends over here. So she like, I used to buy a couple items from her. I was like, when? Oh, this and that. I said, okay, well that's cool. You know, that dapped it up. So she felt like they got her in. Later on down the line, you know, we ended up getting cool. We on a volleyball net, like taking the doing teams, like playing volleyball. She like, girl, I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't even know you. I just heard of you.
Damn.
Like I'm like, why? Cause I am who I am. I'm not fronting. I don't have no $1 million. I mean,
right.
I'm glad y'all think I do. So I think you can leave me the fuck alone. Just how I carry myself.
Right. That's how motherfuckers was in the joint with me though. Like they thought, cause you got some money on the street, right? You about to come home and get some money with them.
That ain't happening.
Bruh, man, this ain't Winnie the Pooh, bitch.
That ain't happening.
No disrespect to the people that think like that, but you really gotta get out of that thought process.
Yeah, that mentality is over with.
But like, your hustle, right? like as far as like the man side, right? Because you spoke on that on Facebook, right? Why you believe it's like that though? Like why you think women out hustle niggas now? How the fuck did that happen?
Let me say, I can name 20 women that hustle. Like, and some guys would be like, I'm talking about corporate, real bosses.
Yeah, bosses.
Like, I ain't saying you ain't because of what I'm talking about, like, accordingly.
Right.
Like,
because a hustler ain't just a motherfucker that sells drugs.
And that's all I'm saying.
That's not no hustler.
That ain't just only
Please
boss.
get that out your mind.
Bosses in all eras.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even gotta have accreditation to be a boss. It's just who you is, how you carry yourself, and how you represent and put yourself. Like, so when I say that, I mean, like with us as women, I think our ambition is like our drive is like we want to do it all. We don't want nobody have to hand it to us. If you give it to us, that's fine because that's extra.
Right.
But it's for like me personally, I want my own and I want our own. Like you have your own and stuff like that. But I'm like I don't want to depend on you to. This is the realest shit. If my bill's $2,800, I want $1,400. I ain't like nigga. This nigga pay all my bills. Nah. This nigga paying half, we paying half on something else and we building somewhere else. Fuck all that other shit.
Man, that's crazy. That's what my
People
woman
don't think
be
like
on.
that.
My woman be
I
on
love
that.
halfies.
And I say that because
You feel
like,
me?
I be trying to like, I'm the type where I got it, babe.
No.
And she said like, listen,
No.
babe, we together. Like, cause she was mad that I didn't let her do shit sometimes. Cause I'm the type, I can't.
Got to, though.
I can't, I know I'm getting out of that now. But like, I'm the type, I don't do nothing for me cause I got me.
They say it make you feel like less of a man, but because a man's supposed to provide. That's how y'all was brought up.
But that's a wrong mentality.
Us as a woman, we supposed to provide equally as well as in the household as well. Is in if things fall short, that as well.
Right.
Like you look at TV all the time, whereas women, I don't care if it's fictitious, but they making a movie where they husband can go bankrupt. Honey, I got 100,000 in my savings. Take all of it. Whatever you gotta do. I know you get back on your feet is on.
Right.
That's me. Like I'm putting. If I got 30 eggs, I'm putting 28 in the bag.
But let's specify this though. It ain't for fuck niggas.
No.
Them niggas, you lack a hustle niggas. As soon as you get the 100, we gonna go buy a track hawk. Bruh, what we just get back from? We fucked up and you in a track hawk. You see what I'm saying? But she talking about the hustle because even though women outdo men, I mean it's true. It ain't, and I ain't just saying this to put niggas on a different. It ain't that, but there's levels to this shit. A hustler, especially if you still thinking a hustler is somebody that just exchanged. That ain't no hustler. A hustler is somebody who get up every day, right? No matter what time is against them or what time is with them, they still go get it. No, it ain't nothing holding nothing back to win, man. Only you hold you back to win. And I think women got that because carrying a baby. I really think women vampires. I really think that only on the strength because how the fuck can people just bleed for 7 days and don't leave? Like letting me bleed for 2 hours and I'm gone. See what I'm saying? But I love women because I'm supposed to love women, but the hustle only because my mama, that's where I come from. My mama a hustler. Like she trapped. Like so drugs. Like some people that
Right.
But and even though I was a ward of the state, I got her DNA. Like I've always been a hustler motherfucker. Anybody around me, it ain't just drugs. Like
you can, like you said, even though you want to run your DNA, yes, that's instilled in you. And whatever else you instill in another person, it's going to come from you because that's your DNA.
Right.
I could be raised by Charles Barkley. I'm not going to be like Charles Barkley.
That's lying.
You feel
That's
me?
lying.
Like, I could be raised by Diane Carroll. I'm not going to be like her.
Right.
I'm just going to have the same tendencies and stuff that the upcoming.
So as a woman, I know you got many hustles going on. I know you a hustler. Yeah. I be seeing it. I be like, damn, man, that's love, man. Especially after coming to fruition. Cause it's your energy was already to the universe. And I'm like, damn, then we start sitting back, we start knowing the same people. Mm-hmm. Then when you start knowing the same people, you start focusing damn, shorty bossed up though, and I love that because more women need to take that role. Cause there's women right now that's bosses, but scared to step into that role.
Yeah.
That's a role. And you gotta really live this shit. You can't just wake up and say I'm a hustler. You can't. If that's the case, go to the studio.
And that ain't, you can't even wake up and say, I'm a hustler. That gotta be what you doing. You gotta get that name from doing that. If I'm hustling pinto beans, I'm hustling for that. That's hustling.
Right.
Not just waking I'm a hustler. No.
So since you've been home, right, on your journey, like you said, when you first came out, that shit was hard.
It was trial and tribulation. I kept
you
doing the
wanted
same
to get
thing.
back. I already know.
I kept doing it. Then it was that last bump in the head. You know what? If you don't tighten up and put their head on like you really supposed to be. Like, stop going down because they down. Like, not looking down on nobody, but it's like what I wanted to be and where I wanted to be, it wasn't with them people. It just wasn't. So it was like I did it and it was like, it took me a hard run, but it was like, I'm not officially where I want to be at, but I can be like this.
Man, that's the best feeling, ain't it, man?
Federal nightmares, $1 million dreams.
That's real shit. That's the best feeling when you can just be like, damn, really take that breath. That breath meant something though. Cause that's your transition. Yeah. That's that transition, like, you know.
Many crying nights. Many, I ain't doing this, fuck this shit, I'm doing this, and I'm not going, I ain't got time for this 9 to 5, this ain't it, this ain't it. But in reality, as I'm saying ain't it, I'm progressing, but not seeing it. Cause like with people, they feel like they want to wake up with 100,000 overnight. No, it's gonna take you a couple of years if you're doing it prestigiously in the right way. A business 1 to 5 years, like you're not gonna see your money. The first 3 years you're paying out. The third, 4th year, you probably like, let me get a couple thousand, and you gonna order the IRS.
Right. I ain't gonna lie, this is my 2nd year.
Like, it's
and
hard.
I can tell you, like, damn, it's ownership shit. But I love it because, like I said, I don't downplay nobody do 9 to 5.
You do what you want to do. You can come how you want, do what you want. You can put your hands in your pants like, yeah, nigga.
Ownership.
You feel me?
What's the value of ownership though to you though? Cause I ask everybody on here.
I mean, I get jobs, everything, but the value of ownership, I think, is like, the value of it just
that's the hustler there, you know.
Is the value of it just you being the owner that you want to be, and on top of that, like, I'm owning shit. This is my value because I'm owner. You feel me?
I love that.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm owning it, yeah, cause like that's just my thought process behind it. Because it's like, you know what, like I'm a hustling motherfucker when I was in the streets, so I tacked that on into the business world. Like, man, you know what, like. Fuck that 9 to 5, and I ain't saying that to people like this, but this was my thought process. I'd rather go 24 hours. Yeah. Cause I know what type of nigga I am. Like, I can't get no paycheck and then sit back like, honey, I'm hungry. What's for dinner? Yeah. Hungry, man? Hell nah.
And they don't think like being us as people coming from that kind of era to this and then trying to change over. It's like,
oh man, it's a transition.
This is what I gotta do. Like, you gotta sit in your office. I sit in my office 2 years straight. Paper on the carpet, mad, going to paperwork, something else messed up, going to this person because I think they know everything. You can't go to everybody because I don't want the popular opinion. Right. Let me see what unpopular say, because 9 out of 10, they might sound like they hating, but they know, and they say.
Man, that's business. I love that. Damn, that's something I'm taking with me. Listen, man, and when we rewind it, right, I'm taking that with me because, like, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't looking at it like that. I love that.
Like, the popular opinion always fuck up, and it's like, well, if you didn't know, if I would have did it how you told me, I would have did it right.
I like that.
The popular opinion saying, well, if you would have followed my instructions, your instructions got me fucked up.
I like that.
So let me go over here to the unpopular.
I love that.
They did their homework, because guess what? They remember they hating, so guess what they doing? They reading up everything is what needs to be done. You feel me?
I love that. I love it. Speaking of haters, right? I know you got hella haters. I can tell.
I don't see them.
But I love them. Fuck them. We don't see them, but I love y'all.
You don't even want to.
Cause it's your. One reason I spoke on that, right? Because like your energy, like, and that energy, I know it.
They say it's bragging, but it's just me.
That's what, and it, man.
I'm not gonna tone down. Like, I want to be hyped. I'm crump. That's just me.
So what's the definition of humble? That's what I be like, bro.
I got humble because I do. I teach first thing CPR. I got humble from the shit I went through of thinking, like, once I got here, I got comfortable.
Right.
It took me right down to here. Then it got here, then it got here, then it got here, then it got here. So as I strided with it,
I like that.
I didn't get hyped like it's coming. I just was being sacred, like, this ain't working, no. And every time I said it wasn't working, it was working and working and working.
I like that.
And it humbled me, like, on a lot of things, and it made me see a lot of people, like, thou shalt not judge, and I'm not judging you.
I love that.
I don't care.
You see the value in people now.
Yes.
I love that.
But the value is a top dollar, and I'm not judging you by that.
I'm lit with sparks, bitch. See, when you bad talking, conversations be deep. See, we talk about others where I'm from. We ain't talking about no bitches. We ain't hating on no niggas. We ain't sidetracking about shit. We trying to elevate to get more. We ain't even hating on us. Glad bag, trash bags, glad bag. Need I say more?